So yummies, today we are going to be making Hausa Koko without millet, and we are getting our inspiration from Siandaki. A very warm welcome to the channel. If today is the first time here, my name is Yummy Cash. So we begin by soaking some rice in water for about 15 to 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, give the rice a very good wash. I would advise you wash the rice 2 to 3 times or till the water runs clear. I'm using Yasmin rice to make the Hausa Koko today, and so far that's the only type of rice I've used to make Hausa Koko. I've not tried using basmati rice, neither have I tried using parboiled rice. So I can't really tell whether the basmati rice and the parboiled rice can be also used to make Hausa Koko, but you can give it a try, right? Once the rice has been washed very well, it is time to wash the gingers too. Make sure you wash it very well, or you can peel it if that is what you want. In a blender, start adding in the washed rice. To it, add your preferred spices you use in making your Hausa Koko. For me, I love to use some dried peppers. Sometimes I use fresh peppers, grains of selim, alligator pepper, cloves, anise seeds, and some calabash nutmeg. Add everything into the blender. Then add in the washed gingers. Add enough water to it. Cover your blender and blend the mixture smoothly. So once you're done with the blending, time to sieve the mixture. Using a cheesecloth, you can use a mesh cloth. In fact, any cloth that has tiny holes in it, it is very good to use. If the mixture is too thick to pass through the tiny holes, add enough water to it and make sure you sieve it very well. Once everything is done, cover it and put it on the counter for about 2 hours. But in my case, I left it in the refrigerator for 24 hours because after I was done with everything, I didn't feel like eating the cocoa again. Okay, so this is after 24 hours and you can see it is well settled. Now let's make the cocoa. Into a pan, pour the settled water on top, and then you bring the water to a boil. Once the water is on fire, take the quantity of the cocoa food you want into a different bowl. Then add a little water to it and give it a very good mix. You should have something like this, not too thick, not too light. Now I'm going to take some of the hot water aside. And then gently pour in the cocoa mixture that I made. At this point, you can make the cocoa the way that you want it. You know, some people will just off the fire and then, you know, do with the normal cocoa way. But in my case, my fire was very low. When the cocoa is very thick, you add in more of the hot water you set aside, and then you continue with your cocoa. As simple as that. At this point, all fingers leads to the subscribe button to join the Yummy Squad. So yummies, you cook the cocoa for about 2 minutes roughly and your cocoa is done. No one will know you used rice to make this Hausa Koko. Trust me, give it a try and you will never regret it. Tastes like the normal Hausa Koko, you know. As always, thank you so very much for watching this video and I hope to see you around next time for another great recipe. Until then, always remember to do everything in love. And whenever you think food, do not forget to think yummy cash. Choose.